You're watching the Politbureau. Now, Patricia de Lille is not the only member that's in trouble with the DA. In Tshwane, they have a problem with the qualifications of the Chief of Staff. Marietha Aucamp resigned from her position on Thursday after it was alleged she had lied about possessing tertiary qualifications. Now, the ANC wasted no time in calling for Mayor Solly Msimanga's head.
To suggest that somehow I did this unknowingly, and I want to put it on record. If it can be found that I knew of the process from day one, I will resign as executive mayor of the city.
We have a Saudi here in Tshwane put by the DA administration.
Well, that was Lesego Makubela speaking for the ANC there. Well, the ANC, we went and spoke to ENCA's senior researcher, and that is Angelo Fick, who tells us that the explanation that the DA has been putting forward thus far has not been convincing.
So the Democratic Alliance has prided itself on not being the African National Congress, on not being the kind of party that protects people on the inside, despite a record of misrepresentations by such people. What I think many people in South Africa are asking is exactly how and why a particular party like the DA could have had this kind of oversight. We have the South African Qualifications Authority that actually vets qualifications. We have auditing firms that can do the investigation for you about whether or not the claims people make on their CVs around qualifications hold true. And what we have here in South Africa at the moment is that in the capital itself, Solly Msimanga is under a cloud precisely because people are questioning how a party that says it will be better in governance and also that it has a better record in governance could have allowed this process to happen and then not be able to adequately explain how and why this has happened. So I think the explanations are not credible. I think that they are spinning rather than fixing the problem. Fixing the problem would be to hold people to account. If holding people to account is your métier, is the thing that you tell South Africa as a political party is the thing you do. But this would of course not be the only qualifications issue in South Africa. We have a history over the last decade of people being found not to have the qualifications that they claim to have. The DA has always said it is exceptional to that, and now the test is what will happen as a consequence of them having failed to implement the necessary oversight.
Well, that brings us to the end of this week's show. Join us again next Sunday. The Politbureau is adjourned.